Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. I hope everyone is having a fine Woo Woo Wednesday. We're gonna move those out of our way for now. And yeah, every time I look up, I can see right there. I just have like some double-sided tape and a little tack. Like I actually need to figure this whole like setup out. But very soon, um, quarter 3, I am finally doing the HB90 boot camp, which, if you don't know what that is, it's by Heart Breathing's channel, Sarah Cannon. She puts that on. It's a course that you can take to learn to be more productive, to get things done by scheduling things in task blocks and using a Kanban board. Any of you that have watched my like writing channel vlogs, you can see in those that I've done a Kanban board, but I'm taking it a step further. I purchased this course a while back, but I'm finally gonna hopefully I'm very slow. We're already on like day 4, and I'm still on day 2, I guess, as far as the content or the course work. But it's one of those take it at your own pace things anyway. So I'm just kind of taking it a little slower just because the boys are busy with camps all day. And then, well, Wrigley, I have to pick him up. Well, I drop him off at 11:30 and pick him up at what time? No, I'm a liar. Amber. I have to maybe change. We should be fine. We should be fine. Because I will pick Wrigley up. Did I tell you? I think I told you. Yeah, we should be fine to do everything because he starts at 9 and he's done by 11:30. So yeah, we're good. Never mind, Amber. I was like thinking something else. I don't know what I'm thinking. But Boston, he goes from 8 to 5. Like he's in a hardcore like computer programming, and like they learn to like decode some things. Like he's really loving it. But it's like an all day thing. But going back to what I was saying about this is part of my quarter 3 or third quarter goals is I want to get this office organized at the very least and kind of prettied up. When I very first started the Done Creative and my writing channel, I had a Instagram account called the Done Creative, which I will head over there real quick to show you how this office used to look before it just basically became a tarot card, crystal, random decor for my pick a card table storage unit. That's pretty much what this poor place has become. And do I show you? Do I show you? Yes, I'm going to show you. I'm calling myself out and my son, who sits over here. This is like a really long, it's like a faux whatever countertop that we bought and then cut down to size for this whole wall in this little office room. But okay, embarrassment coming in hot. Okay, here we go. So here's my side. Yes, very cluttered. And then my oldest son, sorry, we got the router and stuff over there, but like that's where he sits and his computer and like just tarot cards and all sorts of craziness. And over here, not much better, if not worse. I mean, look at this. Look at this mess. So one of my major goals is to get this place not only cleaned and organized, but also decorated back to where when I walk in this room and deep cleaned as well. We got some dust on the ceiling fan. Do you want me to show you? Or do you just believe me? I'm sure you believe that I've got dust all over that ceiling fan that needs to come off. I just want to feel good when I walk in here, ready to work, ready to be productive, ready to feel inspired and creative again. Like I'm here for it. I hope you're here for it as far as to watch this whole thing unfold. And I kind of even thought what I might do is film the whole process of going through things and, seeing all the mess and, the warts and all of what's going on in this room. And then, of course, following it. Oh, this will be on my like vlog channel, writing channel. It's just, if you don't know where that is, I don't have a link off the top, but Amanda Kiefer Done. And it's got the picture of me like wearing the coral and navy striped shirt with the flower in my hair going like this. That's the one, because I have another one. I think that's like my old TV show and what else? Like college projects, like animation projects and stuff. So yeah, there's 2 Amanda Kiefer Dunn channels. They're both me, as far as I know. There's not more than 2. There might be, I don't know. But yeah, so I'll show you my little vision board for this quarter. I got really inspired today. I made a vision board because it's part of the work. It's part of the coursework for HB90. And I'm so excited about it because as crazy as this sounds, yes, I've made many a Pinterest board in my life, but I've never sat down and actually made like a clear cut vision board for myself. I've always wanted to. I've always thought, like romanticized it and everything, but I've never actually done it until today. I mean, I've done it in a roundabout way, but not in a like, okay, I'm only putting the things on here that are whatever. So here's the picture. I don't know, it's all the colors I love. We got some dark and moodiness going on here, but also a lot of the this lighting is not doing anything justice here. But yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. Lots of different setups that inspire me. And I even found this really cute, where is it? Right here. Keyboard. I've got this old black Dell keyboard that I've had for, well, since before Boston was born, and he's 12. So it's so old. There's stuff like down in the keys. It's just not a good look anymore. And I'm ready to upgrade, even though I can't probably upgrade like, the big monitor and all that. I can upgrade the little things, right? And I found this little keyboard on Amazon. And there's like little like astrological signs and stuff like that, little constellations, and me, and I like interpreting astrology. So I thought that might be fun for this kind of more there. Let's move that. There we go. Now we can see the ones. Yeah. So just something to inspire me. And we have bees, which produce some wax, and I've got some wax that I want to do. So I've even put little projects, like I want to make some candles with that wax, and some other little projects. I want to paint some like little pots because I have lots of little plants, like these ones, these cuttings that I can probably put in a pot now. But I don't have a pot to put them in. There's another saying that deals with a pot. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it though. It's kind of gross. But yeah, so I've just been feeling a bit creative and inspired because I've just like hit this wall, especially when I walk in this room, that I just feel overwhelmed. I feel like anxious. I feel like not good about it. I'm not good about it at all. So I want to clean it, deep clean it, not just surface dust. No, I'm like deep cleaning, elbow grease rolling up the sleeves, bucket of soapy water coming in here, cleaning every single slat of these blinds and that ceiling fan and top to bottom as much as I can. And hopefully getting a cohesive look going on in here to where we're not having this issue anymore, because I'll actually put it up properly and, actually design a nice little wallscape here, and hopefully have two options for filming our live streams, one here and then one back where we originally were, which is the place I really love to be, which is over there. That's where I film most of my pick a cards. And I actually prefer facing north when I do my readings. I don't know what it is. There's not that it's not magical when I face west, which I'm facing west right now. But when I'm facing either north or east when I'm working, I seem to like tap deeper into something. I don't know what it is. But you can look up, like, I know for sure Vastu Shastra talks about, your bed facing a certain way. And that's basically like Indian feng shui, Chinese feng shui, Indian Vastu Shastra, which I've read minimal things about feng shui, but the things I've read and implemented, things you can really improve your life, just energetically speaking, by allowing that energy to flow a little better. And same with Vastu Shastra, which is basically the same principle, but kind of different things. It involves different things, but basically it's a similar concept. But yeah, you guys love the color scheme. I'm gonna say some hellos and some shout outs, and then we're gonna pull some cards for you guys. And I thought, I don't know, if you guys want to do, what I was thinking of doing was pulling not just one card, because you guys are here and I want to have some fun tonight. We don't have any donations, and I don't know if it's because of the change of kind of summertime vibe or what. There's just not as many people on. So those of you that are here, I want to say thank you. And whether we get donations or not tonight, I still want to hang out and have some fun with you guys. So I thought I would pull a one of these oracle cards. Oh, back of the deck says dream work with the buck moon. I love this deck. You know how I feel about the moon, you guys, but I don't know. I feel like we can use these things that are, supposedly supposed to be doing, not great things for us, but we can kind of use those energies for something better. So we will pull one of these and also a tarot card. Ooh, we're going to use this deck, the Field Tarot, which is a new tarot deck. I got a while back, but I've never used it like on a live stream or anything. So we have the 10 of Wands there, which, yes, this basically tells me how overwhelmed I am. So overwhelmed, in fact, that I'm having dreams about decluttering or having to pack for a trip that I'm spending hours and I can't find what I need, and or I'll go somewhere and I have to feel like all my stuff is at this random location and I gotta like pack it back into my backpack and bring it home. Like, life is like getting into my dreams because I'm so overwhelmed when I walk in here. And I want to put an end to that. And another thing that I wanted to talk about before we do pull some cards for you guys is the fact that these cycles, there's so many crazy things going on energetically speaking. The Schumann resonance did something really crazy the other day. I've been an avid tracker of the Schumann resonance. I'm kind of come to the conclusion that some of it is like controlled opposition, if you will, or certain information is suppressed or hidden at this point. So I don't know to even really trust it on a good day. But this is what it would normally look like. This is just part of the graph because it's going to change here in a second. It normally would look like this. Sometimes you get some white going on here and maybe even spilling down into these. But the Russian system picked this up. And to me, it looks like, here, let's turn it this way so we can get a better view. And if you can hear that, the ice cream truck has been driving around the neighborhood, driving my kids crazy all afternoon. They haven't come down our road, but they're somewhere in the area, and you can hear it loud and proud. But anyway, yes, it looks like DNA or, I don't know, sacred geometry or something. And everybody's like, oh my God, this is the event. This is whatever. And I don't want to be like, as they say, Debbie Downer. And if anyone here is named Debbie, I do not mean that as an offensive thing. It's just a saying. People say Debbie Downer or Negative Nancy. And of course, I love both of those. I know people with those names that I love. So I'm not saying it mean. I don't want to be the naysayer. Let's just put it that way. But I don't know. I did feel a shift. And that's the thing, is when there's a big timeline shift or a big energetic shift that a lot of the collective is tuning into and feeling, sometimes things get worse before they get better. So if you've been feeling like, especially if certain cycles in relationships, in problems at your job, butting of heads with people that you already don't like, and now it's just chaos, or people you normally get along with, now there's some weird, I don't know, if like there's a trust issue in any kind of relationship. It's like, even if you're in a really good place in that relationship, that trust issue is coming back up. Or the clutter has reached paramount, like for my example, and now you're just like, okay, it's a breaking point. I've got to get rid of the stuff that's in here. Not like get rid of all of it, but like purge what's not needed in this room and pare down, maybe even getting rid of some decks. Like, I have so many. And there are certain ones I just don't feel the pull to really go to anymore, especially since the old rude awakening from the awakening, as Amber so eloquently put it. There are just certain like angel decks and stuff that I just don't really resonate with at all anymore. And just passing those on to maybe someone who can benefit from them. I don't know. But I just need to pare down. So certain energies, certain relationships, certain like clutter, energetic clutter, like entity attachments are just becoming so big and so overwhelming that we're basically at this point forced to have to deal with our ish, whether it's our ish, other people's ish that's seemingly being projected onto us, however you want to look at it or read into it. It's kind of like between now and, I'm seeing like over the next 3 weeks or so, just when I tune in for myself to get a timeline, that's kind of the timeline I'm getting, is about between now and 3 weeks. And I definitely wanted to come on here today to say, if any of you are dealing with any craziness, any illness, any injuries, any fighting, conflict, chaos, just feeling overburdened, overwhelmed, you are not alone. And hopefully tonight we can, if not in the 1 to 2 card pull we're going to do for everybody, if you did want to donate for a question, we could dive even deeper into what you personally can do. But we're going to start it out after I do some shout outs and say hi to you guys with our 2 card read. I know I had advertised it as a 1 card read, but you guys are here, so we're doing a 2 card read. 1 tarot and 1 oracle card for each of you that want one. Of course, we'll do the secret code word. And I'm also giving away a free one-card reading. Linda won last time, or was it 2 times ago? No, it was last time, I think it was. Yeah, Linda won that reading giveaway. So we're gonna do another one of those tonight, and as far as I know, we don't have any donations yet. So hopefully, even if we don't get any donations, still feel like you guys got something out of this live stream tonight. Providing something of value, hopefully, is what I'm doing here tonight. So yes. I haven't even thought deep enough into what I'm going to ask as far as the question to win yourself a free read, but I do want to say hello to everybody who's here. And I just reminded myself I need to turn this fan on because it's so warm. Oh, I think I turned it off over here. Okay, it is so warm. My kids are out on the trampoline. You might hear them scream from time to time. They're not fighting, they're just having fun. There we go. I think that's full speed. And hopefully we can't hear the loud noisiness of all that. But if you do, I apologize. So who all is here? We have Amber. She's walking to the park with Kashvi for a play date. That sounds like so much fun. And she's hoping that everybody is doing good. I know I'm doing as best as I can with just feeling the overwhelm of running everybody everywhere for camps and then coming home and not having enough time to really do much. And then just dealing with hanging out with the dog, not dealing with him. I love him and he's fun, but there's so much to deal with the kids being home. There's so many more dishes during the summer than there is, and laundry. Oh my gosh, Wrigley changed like 4 times the other day. He went on the trampoline with the sprinkler like 4 times and used the different outfits every time. And then, yeah, it's like, laundry and dishes and just random, we call it Wrigley Pigpen, like from Peanuts, from like Charlie Brown. Because everywhere he goes, he's just a walking mess. Like he leaves a mess everywhere, and we can talk to him and remind him, and it just happens, and it happens, and it happens. So I feel like I've just been cleaning and cooking and hanging out with the dog and the kids and driving and coming home, and so I'm gonna say hi to you guys. Yes, Michelle Lynn is also here. Hello, Jessica Lynn, the Lynn Squad. Maminka, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Hello. And Tiffany Ruth is here as well. Welcome, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to catch up on comments as well because I got a little bit backed up here. Just flapping my gums. Me too with my work area, Amanda. I need to declutter and organize. Yeah, it's going to feel so good. And my reward, not that I normally always reward myself with like buying things, but like I said, this keyboard I've had since way before Boston was born. He's 12 now. So I think I can, spend $40 or so and get myself a new keyboard. I don't see that that's going to break the bank. Treat myself just a little bit to, especially if I'm going to be getting rid of some stuff, replacing certain things. I don't think it's too bad to do once in a while. Hello. Oh, Nikki Swain is here as well. My husband is very particular about the directions. We just signed a lease for a home in the Atlanta suburbs. It's north facing. There we go. Ours is also north facing, which was very important. Not so much when we bought this place because I had no idea what all that meant at the time. But now that I know, I'm like, okay, my next house will definitely also be north facing. I love it. Yeah, it just feels so much better that way. Now, if I could just keep a handle on, the decluttering, we should be good. Hello. Going to pack soon for the move. Love the pattern it made. Don't know about the authenticity. Yeah, I'm getting mixed signals because when I tune into my true essence, my true spirit, I keep getting this, but wait, there's more. And it feels to me like something was, I don't know the right word to use. I just keep hearing like predisposed. And I get kind of like the people, the powers that were, as I like to call them, although they still, at least in the present moment, feel very much in control of this reality, have a hand in something going on here. So I don't see it as all good, like la-di-da, all rainbows and roses from here on out. No, there's still a lot of trauma, a lot of healing, and a lot of craziness still going on for sure. Tunisia 1994 is here. Hello. Britt Sablan is here. Hello. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Marlene V is also here. Hello, everybody. All right. You don't feel the urge to use them either. Oh, what was I saying about that? What was I not using? I've talked so much. I'm drawing a blank. I'm wondering. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the angel cards. That's right. Like, I was just the periphery of my remembrance. There it is. It might have something to do with CERN. See, if we were on Patreon, this is the type of stuff we would totally dive deeper into, but I'm kind of on a hiatus over there right now. But I don't know. There's also, okay, so I think someone had mentioned, or I thought I had seen someone mention something about, the submarine going missing around the Titanic. And we did a big deep dive, no pun intended, reading on the Titanic over on Patreon, and some really crazy information came out about that. Like, beyond this realm type of information. I know I love doing Patreon. It's just I have no worry or concern about spending all that time over there. It's just, it takes a lot of time away from everything else going on. So it's like, what do I choose? What do I choose? And we're now down to only 10 patrons over there, even though I have it paused. So no one's being charged. I'm not uploading, but you all still have, those that are there, still have access to everything. But no one new can also sign up right now. So I don't know. Eventually I might do a Patreon relaunch. I don't know. I don't know what I've got planned over there. I got to figure out what I'm doing with Harmony Portal Tarot, because it's so shadow banned. I don't even think I've broken 100 views on July's pick a card reading that I posted yesterday. And that's just not normal for my channels, any of them. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, yes. As far as the Titanic goes, I keep hearing distraction, distraction, distraction. I'm not saying these people didn't go missing and that it's not a real thing. I'm not saying that. It's just the reason it's being pushed so much. Okay. So spoiler alert. Okay. As far as the Patreon reading went, I'm not going to give you all the deep and dirty details of what we uncovered in that Titanic Patreon reading that we did. But I will tell you, it's basically another, I don't know what you want to call it, a wormhole, a portal, similar to the energy that you would find in the Bermuda Triangle. And there's other hotspots, as I will call them, for lack of a better word, around the world. There's other hotspots, mini hotspots, big vortexes, whatever you want to call them. So it's a place that place where the Titanic went down was actually picked purposely because of the energy in the area. Yeah, it's out in the quote unquote middle of the ocean, not middle of the ocean, but you know what I mean. It's far enough away from land that most people will be like, well, how did they even know about it? They know. They have ways of knowing. But they want to bring everybody's attention, because remember, we pay attention, right? With our energy. We are giving our energy to whatever it is they're needing this energy for. The puppet master's pulling the strings. It's like, everybody look over here. Well, when they tell me to look over here, I'm looking over here, guys. Or over here, or behind me. I'm not looking where they're saying. So I've heard about it, but I haven't looked into it. I don't know how many people are missing. I don't know their names. I don't know any of the details about it. I just heard it happened. I just want to get the truth of, let's just get a card or two and just see the truth of why is this distraction being put out there right now. And also another big boom, mind-blowing thing that has happened recently is we hit the 40-degree mark for the pole shift. Once it hits 40 degrees, it could be any day kind of thing. Magnetic poles, not I don't know how you want to describe it, but you can go Google it. It's in the news. Not news, maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen it in the news, but in the alternative news, I've seen it. And I've been tracking that since 2016 personally. The magnetic pole has been moving like crazy, and we've surpassed the 40-degree mark. And once it hits 40 degrees, poles reverse. That's what happens. But let's tune in to the energy of where this submarine went missing and where the Titanic is. Why are they directing our energy and attention to this now? Why? Yeah, this is major timeline stuff, you guys. Do we go this way? Do we go that way? Do we choose the dark path? Do we choose the light path? And they're trying to direct us down, they want to be successful at something. They are harnessing and harvesting a lot of energy. And my cheeks are hot as I'm saying this. They're harvesting a lot of energy. And I know we've surpassed the 20-minute mark. We're still going to do 20 minutes worth of free readings. Don't worry. I've just bided some time for those of you that were not here in the first 20 minutes. Let's just see what else what is the purpose of them directing this attention and trying to harvest this? What is this? High Priestess. Yes, they're using this vortex. And this is not just some little blip in the radar kind of vibe. This is major arcana stuff they are trying to perpetrate. And that's the word I'm clearly hearing is perpetrate. That's doing something against someone or against someone's will. It's like they are trying to circumvent our free will with something. What is this? I have major chills on my crown. So this isn't just some little thing. And it may not be that we're going to put 2 and 2 together as far as the energy they're harvesting from this one event could be something across the world or in a different country or, you know, whatever. Could even be a natural disaster is kind of what I'm seeing. Like in my mind's eye, I don't know if that's metaphorically or what. Yeah, where did people go? Yeah. It's very interesting because in that Titanic reading we did, people were going all sorts of places. People were even going to Inner Earth during that. Yeah. Oh, wow. I have major chills, you guys. Culmination. This is kind of a turning point. I have such chills. Like, I can't explain. It is hot as crap in this room right now. Yeah, the fan is cooling it down a bit, but there's no reason for me to have chills. I'm not cold. But it's like I'm cold. Even though it's hot in here, my cheeks are blazing. Like, my hands are freezing. I've got, like, chills on my crown. Yeah, it happened more than once in the past. So many times. And maybe even as recently as, like, between 17-something and 18-something. Like, in that window. Look up Tartaria. Look up mud floods. Rabbit hole. That's all I'm going to say because those 2 words might even be triggered. Or 3 words. Mud, flood, Tartaria. Yeah. We've been lied to so disgustingly on what our true history is. And a guy from the CIA said, either in the 60s or the 80s or somewhere in between, that when the American people, when everything the American people believe is a lie, that's when we will know we have done our job. I cannot remember the guy that said it, but it was a CIA, ex-CIA guy or a retired CIA guy that said that. Yeah, it's if we could know the true reality, not just what we've been fed, spoon-fed and lied, we will be pissed. Let's just put it that way. But they don't want us to know. They don't want us to know how powerful we are. They just want us to believe this, that, and whatever because they want to continue, you know, like cattle, just, you know, putting us down through the chutes and sacrificing and putting all this suffering and just continuing the perpetration of this callousness because their time is up and they know it. Culmination. This is like whatever they're utilizing or kind of grabbing, and CERN has a lot to do with this as well. Harvesting of energy, not just from this reality, but it's like they're pulling energy from multiple timelines. And it's almost like this multiplication effect of what they're trying to do. And I don't understand it well enough to try to describe it to you, what I see when I tune into CERN and, you know, whatever. But the CERN that we know of is not the biggest hadron collider out there. There's an even bigger one. And there are even ancient ones that they have put in place. And ancient crystals in black cubes that they put in all these different places. Like Egypt is one of them. To harvest energy. And not in a good way. Not in a good way, and not for the betterment of people. But let's just get one more card on this. Whatever this event that they have planned, will they be successful, or what do we personally need to know about them doing this? Wow, fulfillment, culmination and fulfillment. But see, the 9 of Cups, that is about wish fulfillment. I want to see if this is our I think I might have confused the cards because I said, you know, what are they planning and what are they going to get? But like, what are we going to do? I want to get, okay, so with this fulfillment card, I'm going to pull a card for us as the human collective, and then a card for the nefarious, whatever you want to call them. So the human collective, how will we benefit or be affected, whatever it is, by this fulfillment? Ooh, we have transition with the 6 of Swords. So this could be a transition to another reality, a transition meaning catastrophic transition, but usually this is a card of healing. I don't see it as a catastrophe. We'd have gotten a death or a tower or a 10 of Swords if that was the case. But let's see how they will benefit. We got 17 seconds till an ad's coming. how these controllers are going to benefit. Celebration. Okay, this is making sense. So it looks like, oh no, it's in the favor of the bad guys, but no, we have the Chariot. There's multiple ways this is playing out. We got an ad coming. Taken away from an ad, I do apologize, but I'm gonna take a quick drink because my cheeks are still hot. Can you see how they feel like they look red? I don't know, they feel very red. They look kind of red in this. And I'm not like a red cheek redhead. Like there's a lot of redheads when they run and stuff, they get red cheeks. That doesn't really happen to me. So like this is weird. Weird. It's almost like feeling like a psychic attack, just trying to tune into the energy. So I'm going to close those portals that I've, tuned in, because basically there will be a timeline where they do succeed, at least in what they're trying to accomplish on a small scale. But as far as grand scale for them, they can't. Their time is up. But we're transitioning. I see this as a more healing energy rather than transition, meaning, okay, everyone's checking up out of their body. I see this more as a transition of one way of living to another. And it's not going to be an overnight thing, and maybe that whole pole shift thing is this slow transition, that it's not going to be this big devastating, happens right at one time kind of thing. Yeah. All right, you guys. So we've tuned into what's going on and why they're kind of using these distractions. So now let's see how you can make best use of the energies that are going on, for good, bad, everything in between. How you each can make the best of this. So we have 9 people and 7 likes on the video, and we got a donation, our first donation coming in from Marlene. So we're going to tune into her question after we do 1 card pulls. Well, really 2 card pulls for everybody who wants one by putting a number 97, 9 people, 7 likes. And then the year 1997, I was a freshman in high school, and very funny, that was the year I got my first tarot deck. So I think that's so cool. And now we have 10 likes on the video. Thank you so much, you guys. All right. I appreciate the likes. It really does help, even ever so slightly, with the algorithm, and I just appreciate it. So if you're just joining us because we have a 10th person here now, put a 97 in the chat, and we will pull you not 1 card, but 2 cards. We're getting 2 free cards tonight, doing a little mini reading, and then we're also going to do a free 1 card pull giveaway, which really 1 card pull for me usually means 3 to 6 minute reading, because I can't be to the point most of the time. So yeah, you will have a way to win by answering a trivia question that is probably personal to me in some way. So it's not like you can go Google it and find out the answer, or something that's my personal preference. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So let's see how many 97s we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So we have 10. So we have 10. Now it says we have 7 people, but we got 10 97s. So Linda is the first one I see. And of course, if it appears that I've skipped you, please just hold the line, hold the phone. Usually, sometimes I see things in a different order than you. And I will also do a roll call at the end to make sure I got everybody. So Linda, let's pull first your tarot card. I'm going to put them face down, and we kind of saw it, but I didn't see what it was. And the oracle. I'm going to read them at the same time and unveil them at the same time, but I've already pulled the tarot. Linda's card, how the current energies are affecting Linda. Okay. Ooh, we have the death card and growth. Okay, I actually really love this, Linda. This is so powerful because a lot of times we have to shed that past version of ourselves. It's almost like we go through these, almost physical feeling deaths at times to go or merge from one version of ourselves into another. But with the growth card here, we have the number 5, which is about change. So there's going to be a change. The ending of one way of being or one cycle in your life to start something new and fresh. And this cycle that was going on was to help bridge the gap to get you to this next version. So you can grieve it, of course, if it's something, a hobby that you're letting go, even a bad habit. I mean, this could even be a bad habit you're letting go because you've outgrown the need for a habit. Or, if there's a toxic relationship, if you could really just kind of write this down, these cards down, and do some journaling about it. That could really help you tune into what exactly it means, because I'm not just getting that it's this or it's that. There's a lot of ways you could take this, Linda, and for the most part, this is you coming out on top, you really seeing, you coming out as the victor or the winner after, maybe some difficulty. And a lot of this is past energy coming in because these cycles are, the things that we knew on the back burner or had on the back burner or knew in the past. It's like they're coming back full circle to, remind us, okay, let's close this chapter once and for all so we can go to the next thing, become the next version of ourselves. So that's Linda's message. Let's get Michelle Lynn's message. Michelle Lynn, Kurt Energies. So we got one card, and we'll get her other card. Oh, you get 3 cards. Look at you go. So we have the 5 of Swords with defeat. And this feels to me like past to current energy, not future energy. But this is letting you know you have kind of reached the end of the line with whatever you're trying to push forward with, whether it's the same job, the same relationships, or, not that everything has to go, but the way you're showing up at these things is shifting and changing. But you have protection and decisions. Yes. You're realizing you've just kind of reached the end of the line with something. And it could even be just your own mindset about, well, I'll never be able to do this, or I'll never be able to do that, or when am I going to feel good enough to do this or that? You have protection here, and with decisions, the number 17, that's the same number as the star card in the tarot. But the number 17, you add that up, equals 8, and that is about taking action. Now is the time to take action by making a choice, making a decision, and then starting to take that action toward it. And as you make this transition, these changes, you are being protected through, though it may feel like a defeat, you're actually going to see down the road that this was actually the best thing that could have happened. Yeah. So hopefully that resonated for you, Michelle. All right. Woo. So up next we have Britt Sablon. And I hope I'm saying your name right, Brittany, or Britt. All right, we're going to, I guess, get the Oracle card first for you. There's that, and then the Tarot for Britt. Okay, so we have here introspection with the Prince of Cups and communication with the Snow Moon. This is a very ethereal kind of communication, almost like you're communicating with your own inner self. Ancestor type of energy, but sometimes we can get bogged down in all of their traumas and mistakes. Yes, we do kind of carry an echo of what they've once done or been through and experienced, but you don't have to take it on as all of your own, and you can even cut cords from some like past ancestor energy if that feels like something you want to do. But this Prince of Cups, this really is about really tuning into that inner part of you and communicating with your true essence, your true spirit that exists outside this 3D matrix that's directly connected to the original source creator. That's going to be the best way to get the answers to whatever it is you need or want to know about your life. And we have the number 36 here, which indicates that 9, which indicates a completion that is leading you to your purpose. So there might be an ending coming up that is leading you further into your life purpose. And of course, we don't just have one life purpose. We've got lots of little life purposes and sometimes a couple bigger life purposes. So it's not just like there's one life purpose and that's it. All right. So let's get Marlene's cards going. We're going to start also with her Oracle card for Marlene and a tarot card for Marlene as well. All right. We have the moon. And I'm hearing the full moon, the next full moon, which I think is July 13th, because I had to write it for the July 2023 pick a card because it came up that something was happening between then and the full moon for them, or around the full moon. And then we have growth. Wow. And of course, we got another full moon behind her, which is very interesting with the ice moon here. The ice moon. So it's very interesting. We've got this going on, and we've even got kind of some foliage over the moon in both cards. And these are 2 completely different decks. I mean, this is an Oracle deck. This is a tarot deck, not by the same people at all. And the, single person standing in front of the moon, even the colors are very similar. The blue is in her hair. The blue is in her moon. The blue moon there and on her dress here and dress. Very interesting. So you might be seeing a reflection or a mirror image of something that you've been thinking of or wanting to manifest in someone or something outside of you. But this really is about you seeing through the illusion of something between now and that next full moon, which will be July 13th, roundabout. Look it up just to make sure that I've done my remembering correctly on that next full moon. That you're doing some outgrowing. Maybe you're even outgrowing certain things that you've once done. Or people you've once hung out with, or, just things that you were once drawn or attracted to. Now you're just kind of like, meh, I'm going to do something different now. You're just ready for new. You're ready for a change. Maybe even changing up your hair or hairstyle. Maybe even your hair products. Something like that. Very interesting. I never know what's coming through with these. Tunisia, 1994. All right. So let's get Tunisia a card or two. We're getting two. All right, so we have here the culmination with the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Discs. So there's some wish fulfillment. Something you've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into is going to come to fruition and pay you. You're reaping what you've sown, but in the best possible way. Yeah, this feels like really good past efforts coming in to reward you. Not just in this life, this could even be past life stuff. But as you wait for this good stuff to come in, you might feel a bit restless. We got the restless energy here. So this might even be kind of current to recent past energy, maybe even recent or like near future energy for you. Tunisia is just feeling a little restless, kind of bored, kind of, I should be doing something, but I don't know what. Or maybe you have all this energy, but you don't have the right outlet for it. Maybe you're stuck at work and you just really want to go on a vacation. Or you're stuck at work and you just really wish you could be deep cleaning your house or something like this, to really help you advance to that like next level up. But just know that this restless energy is actually because you've had an increase of energy coming in, or will very soon have an increase of energy for which you can then put more work and effort into something that will also pay off in a later time. All right. So Nikki Swain. Ooh, your card's already flying out. So we got the confidence card with the growing moon. Very interesting. And let's get your tarot card picked out as well. Nikki Swain, current energy. What does she need to know? All right, energy. Current energy with the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands to me can indicate like a instant attraction to someone or something. It doesn't always have to be a person. This could be, you just feel really inspired to create something. Divinely inspired idea of some sort. But having the confidence, if this is a person, having the confidence to go tell that person how you feel or to make that move. Or if this is a project, having the confidence to, create whatever it is. Or take that next move, do that next thing, whatever it is that's inspiring you right now. Having the confidence to follow through, to take the next step. Because there's something really beautiful waiting for you if you have the confidence to move forward. All right, Tiffany Ruth, let's get you a card. Okay. Well, 2 cards. We're doing 2 cards. All right, we have relaxed energy. That's good. And so if things have been chaotic for you, or just you've been tired, run down, you're feeling more relaxed, not like you have to rush so much. So there's this relaxed energy coming in. And then we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, this makes sense, especially if you've been through something recently. There's a cycle completely ending, completely over and done for you. If it's not already happened, it will very soon happen, to where you can now relax, just having that weight lifted off your shoulders, because you've been maybe even in despair or just feeling very overwhelmed, very overburdened with a lot of mental stuff. This is more mental than physical for the most part. But if you have been ill or experiencing something like that, you're overcoming that. But if you haven't been ill or anything, doesn't mean you're going to be very soon. No, I don't see that at all in your future. This is like closing out cycles and stepping into this relaxed energy and leaving this despair energy behind. All right, Tiffany, I hope that one resonated for you. All right, Jessica Lynn, let's get your cards as well. Jessica Lynn, current energy. Ooh, we have a line with the wolf moon and the number 3. So you might even be seeing a lot of symbols, signs, synchronicities that are lining up, and you're seeing these things 3 different places, 3 different times, or 3 different people. You might even hear the same name. I'm hearing like the name Michael. Hopefully it doesn't have anything to do with Archangel Michael, but the name Michael just came up for you. I don't know why. But if you're hearing the name Michael, maybe you're hearing it on a TV show, and then you're, dealing with someone at work and you hear that name, or just paying very close attention, not just that name specifically, but anything you see in 3s, especially that 3rd time you hear it, see it, whatever it is, pay very close attention to it. But you're aligning. Ooh, did you see those flip? I hope that I had that on the camera that you could see. They like completely turned. Wow. So we have fulfillment and planning. So whatever plans you are currently in the midst of aligning for yourself, or if you're hoping that certain plans will align, stars will align so that you can take certain actions, maybe even a trip. If you were hoping or wanting a trip of some kind, or planning to meet up with someone or do something, having a fun activity, even if it's in your area and you're not having to travel for it, this plan will align to where you can have the fulfillment of the plan, if that makes sense. So I hope that resonated, Jessica Lynn. That's cool. What a fun message you got. I never know what's coming out. I love it. All right. Let me go back up. We have skipped a few here. Okay. Maminka Medors. Oh man. I hope I'm not butchering your name. All right. So we have the tarot card, and let's get the oracle card. All right. Maminka. Okay. So we have here curiosity with the Princess of Swords, and reach out with the cold moon and the number 37. 3 + 7 = 10, which is a new beginning. So you're reaching out energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally to someone, because you also have the Princess of Swords, which is like the Page of Swords, which is communication. So you're wanting to reach out. This could be someone you haven't heard from in a long time, or you're a friend that you normally hear from that you haven't heard from in a while, and you're just kind of touching base, or even like a job that you've applied for, or something that you're waiting to hear news on and you're not hearing the news. So you're going to have to be the one to kind of, send that email, make that phone call. But to me, it feels really good. I'm being called, very interesting. I'm being called to actually pull another card for you, Maminka. A third card from a deck we're not even using in these, but when I know it, I know it. Okay, here we go. So the Hallowed Heart, vernation, sensuality, gentleness, nakedness. Very interesting. So this is like a sense of vulnerability. So you reaching out, it might be very difficult for you, because that will be showing vulnerability, or might be perceived as weakness, but it actually is a superpower, not a weakness. So it might take a lot of courage, really, for you to reach out, to tell someone you care about them, platonically or romantically, whatever it is. But we also have the number 30 here. So we have a very creative energy, creative number, collaborative number. If you're wanting to, this could even be very interesting messages coming through. If you want to start your own book club, or, if you're a painter or something, you're like, hey, I have a couple friends that paint. Hey, how about once a month we get together and paint? Even if you're all over the world, you could set up a Zoom call, and everybody could just get their supplies out and paint, and you guys could hang out and chat, almost like you're right there. Something like this, where you're bringing a group of, at least you and 2 other people together. Could even be more people. Very interesting messages. I love this. I love this so much today for us. All right. So we have another one coming in for Amber. Amber, let's do Ambers, and then we'll do Kashfi's as well. So Amber. There's one for Amber. Current energy, everything Amber's currently going through. Ooh, change and align. Oh, I love this for you, Amber. So things are shifting. Things are changing. Big timeline shifts, big, cycles coming back around, and even stronger and hotter and heavier than before. And it just can feel super overwhelming, just completely just bury me now. I'm dead. This sucks. I don't like it. But look at this. There's a big change coming. And with this 2 of Pentacles here, this is about feeling like you're going to break. You can't go on in this energy for much longer. But things are aligning. And we have the number 3 here. So to me, this does feel like your family. Things are aligning. And you specifically in Kashfi really are, getting closer through this energy, and aligning and making changes to the way you show up for each other in your relationship. Again, feel called to pull a third one for you. Don't know why that is. I'm just going to roll with it, though. All right. 3rd and a 4th, apparently. So drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence, and witness with the number 22. Oh, this is so funny. And the number 20. Remember Wrigley's joke on the last live stream? He told the joke. Why does 10 + 10 and 11 + 11 equal the same thing? Because 10 + 10 is 20, and 11 + 11 is 22. Remember that? I probably butchered it, but there it is. So, and then the number 20 is snake skin, information, secrets, body language, senses. But with the snake skin, this is Kundalini energy, twin flame energy, all that. But I'm seeing a healing, a shedding of skin, a change, aligning, but also the divine masculine. There's a big change, a big shift that's happening in the divine masculine, both in you and the people around you, because we all have a divine feminine and divine masculine within us. And then, of course, if there is a masculine in your life, of course, they'd maybe have a little higher dose of the masculine going on, like externally than, say you would. But there's a major shift coming in, and the sun is that also very hyper masculine energy. Although originally I did see the sun as like a feminine energy, but as far as like astrology and all that goes, it's been hijacked and told to be masculine, even though originally it was feminine. Yeah, the giver of all life was originally feminine. So let's just put that out there. But yeah, drawing down the sun, and it's so interesting. I'm really honing in on the word drawing, and of course painting. I got the circular energy here. So maybe working with or depicting a sun, making a mandala of the sun, creating the center circle and then having these kind of spikes and zigzag thingies off of it, and then maybe filling in with dots around it. Like I'm like channeling, downloading like ideas for you with this. I love it. This is so cool. But there's a big change coming. You're shedding the past, and that, you're witnessing a major change possibly in the divine masculines in your life. Wow. Doesn't always look pretty as the shedding is happening, though. It can be very explosive and very difficult. So it's not going to all be easy, but we're gonna talk more on this tomorrow for sure, and we're gonna tune in. We're gonna tune in for sure. So I'm not leaving you hanging tonight. We'll pick it back up tomorrow. All right, let's get a card also for Kashfi. Well, 2 cards for Kashfi. 1 and a tarot card. So we have rest with the 4 of Swords and vitality. Ooh, I love this combination. With rest will come the vitality. So if she's been very busy and low energy, or just, bouncing off the walls or whatever, she might be needing to get a little more rest to increase her vitality. Not so much that she'd have more energy to, bounce off the walls, but channel that vitality, that energy into something productive or creative, or that feels worth her time and effort. So yeah, giving her, maybe even boundaries around rest, like, okay, it's past your bedtime, we got to get this going, will really help her tune more into her own creative endeavors. And of course, when you're doing creative time, you can set her up and do some creative time as well, or if she'd rather just relax and rest during that time. But I think it would be a fun mom-daughter kind of bonding thing to, both work on your own creative pursuits at the same time. So fun. All right, so thanks, Amanda. The 2 cards make sense to me. All right. Michelle says, thank you. I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yay. July 3rd is the full moon. Okay, I might have accidentally put the 13th over on my pick a card. Oh, of course. New here. I'm very curious. Hello, Kissing the Cook. Put a number 97 in the chat, and I will pull you 2 free cards. And of course, if you would like to expand on the cards we pulled for you, or you just have a completely different question that you would like to have answered, all of your donations that you could donate. You can donate for your question to be answered. And of course, all your donations go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still living in that camper, but very soon, hopefully, moving into my grandmother's house. My grandmother passed away in 2020, and the house has just been vacant, derelict, and really in need of repair, so she couldn't move in. Roof was leaking and all sorts, but it's being repaired as we speak, so hopefully soon we can get her in there. All right, seeing lots of angel numbers. There we go. Love that. I've been trying to learn to be more comfortable in being uncomfortable, so that resonates so much. Awesome. 97 for Kissing the Cook. Let's get you pretty good on pronunciation. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't completely put it out of left field. All right, Kissing the Cook. Let's get your current energy cards for you. All right, so we have Nurture with the Queen of Discs. We've got a pregnant belly here. So you don't necessarily technically have to be pregnant for this to still be your message, because we can be pregnant with ideas, with abundance, with opportunities at any given time, giving birth to an idea, or, anything. Our own personal life is a creation that we are, in various stages of, pregnancy or labor or birth at any given time. So there is this need to nurture yourself, do a lot of self-love, self-care. But, my Queen of Cups energy is always that very, Queen of Pentacles, very like physical reality, bringing from the ethers to this physical realm. So ideas that you have, specifically for business, she's a great entrepreneur. But we also have dream work. So you might be bringing forth these ideas in your dream state and then birthing them into the physical reality. Maybe even having a lot of precognitive dreams, which means, if you don't know what that means, just you kind of have like psychic dreams or you're predicting things with your dreams. And then number 21 here. So that number 21 might be relevant, and also 2 + 1 = 3, which is the creative number. I love it. So that's awesome. Thank you. I've recently started pouring more energy into myself and doing things that I enjoy, like crocheting, and I'm also learning Swedish. How fun! As I read crochet before I even read Swedish, I was thinking of like the Swedish type of like not crochet, like macrame, and like the way they decorate and design. I've personally been very inspired by, if you don't know what hygge is, and I hope I'm mispronouncing it, it's spelled like this, but it's like a way of like loving your life and decorating. Is that how I spell it? I don't know if that's exactly how you spell it. And I don't even know if it's Swedish, but I had tuned into that message before I even said that. And I personally myself love crochet. I've been crocheting since I was 6. So, I take years off here and there throughout my life, but I always come back to crochet at some point. I always do. And you want to see something really disastrous, I'll show you real quick. My yarn closet, and this isn't even all my yarn. I'll just show you real quick. All right. Disaster. Okay, there it is. That's not all of it. That's some of it. Yeah. I need to get back in the creative trenches with some, crocheting. But yeah, so maybe that's just letting you know that you're on the right track. You're crocheting. So fun. Yes. So, let's see. Where am I in my chat? I'm just like on, overshare mode tonight. I'm just sharing all the like dirty closets and cluttered rooms and all right. The chat jumped, so I gotta go back up. You're so welcome. Totally. We're both wearing blue today. In the cards. Oh, cool. Transformation. All my cards today were King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, and Emperor. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of masculine energy for sure. Hello, Farida. Welcome. Kirsten, let's get your cards. All right. Kirsten. There's 1. Kirsten's current energy. What does she need to know? And 2. Okay, union with 2 of Cups and prophecy with the number 33. Wow. This is a powerful message, Kirsten. Wow. That's all I can say is you might be having some visions, some dreams, just some feeling the like energy or love of a future partner. Energetically speaking, if this person is not physically in your reality right now, this is more energetic, could even be happening in your dream time, your dream state. But yeah, you're getting maybe even visions or like prophetic visions or dreams about what your future looks like with a future partner. Very interesting. Very cool. I feel like I need one more. I'm not doing this for everyone, I swear, but I feel like I need one more. What else does she need to know? Ooh, herbal craft with the number 7. Regeneration, plant medicine, caretaker, and bloomer. My grandma used to call underwear bloomers. I think that's so funny. But what I'm getting with this is you coming into union. Also, this is like a secondary message to that first one we got. Coming into union with yourself as far as your dreams, your desires, your pursuits, especially with your, like herbal stuff, your like not herbal stuff, but like health stuff. That's what I meant to say. I read herbal as I'm trying to say what, like your health coaching stuff, even if it's just you doing this for you personally, like you're being your own health guru, your own health coach, and just really getting your personal self in like the best alignment that you can for yourself. And of course, when you do meet that person, it's going to be on and popping because you've done so much work on yourself. Wow. So this is like maybe something you've just been feeling, or in the very near future. I don't know why it got so dark in here, but let's fix that a little bit. In the very near future, you might just feel this pull of this person's energy. Not in a bad way. Okay. So for Rita, let's get you a card. And we have another ad coming in 33 seconds. Let me just kind of jump forward in the chat just to make sure did a joint painting mandala session yesterday. She painted a pot. We'll text you the picture. Oh my gosh, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Yeah, Huga. I think that's how you say that. Awesome. Okay, so Farida is going to be our last free question, and we're going to wait till after the ad pops up, just in case Farida gets taken away by the ad. 7 seconds from now, here it comes. And sometimes the ads have a message or a meaning in them for you. You never know. Of course, those watching the replay won't get the ads, but they also won't get the free card unless they hop on someone else's reading. All right, so we also have Marlene with a 1-card read coming up very soon here. And that is the only donation I have. So after Farida's reading, we are going to be jumping into Marlene's reading. And then that might be the end of the live stream. All right, so Farida, let's get your tarot card, current energy, and this card, oracle card as well. Current energy. Okay, wow, the rest after labor with the number 26, the harvest moon. So, you know, what happens after you are pregnant for, you know, most people, not all people are pregnant at the same amount of time, but, you know, that, you know, what do you call it? Like labor period, not labor period, pregnancy period. Then after the birth, you get to enjoy all that hard work the body had just gone through. So you don't have to be physically having a child for this to still resonate. This is giving birth to an idea, a business, just creative energy, whatever it is you're creating in your life. You might have just finished a big project or, you know, ended something really big in your life. And now is the time to rest before you start back up again. And then we have introspection with the Prince of Cups, Page of Cups as well. Again, very creative energy coming in. But you might even be reaping the harvest of past creative endeavors, you know, getting some sort of royalty payment or just finally seeing the fruits of your labor pay off in some way. But also, this is such a quiet, introspective, kind of hermit-like energy of just being in your own energy for a while and not, you know, listening to the opinions of others, especially when they have no idea what you're currently going through. And just trusting your own self for a while. Doesn't mean you have to completely hermit yourself away and never talk to anyone again, but just for maybe a day or two, just being in your own energy and just, you know, tuning into what you want to experience and what you want in life could really benefit you right now. All right, let's check out Kashmi's painting or her flower pot. Oh, that's so cool, because what's really funny is, you know, on my my little board here, I've got 3 painted pots. 1, 2, 3, right down there. Oh, I did it now. There we go. Yeah, I just saw the hand-painted pots, and I'm like, I want to do that. So I put on my vision board so I would do it. So you beat me to the punch, Kashmi and Amber. I love that. Let's show everybody. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Amazing job. Wow. I love that. It's so cute. So yeah, just saying, there's like this wavelength that so many people are getting on the same wavelength. I love it. All right. You're so welcome. Yeah, I stopped conceiving 30 years ago. I totally got that was probably not literally 30 years, but, you know, that you weren't kind of in that season of life. I wasn't getting that. But yeah, hermit mode. You're so welcome. Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to have you here. Great to see you. All right, so you're so welcome, Kirsten. Anytime, my friend. All right, so we're going to head into Marlene's reading. And anyone else looking to get any question answered, or if you wanted to kind of expand on what we've already got going on in your cards today, we can do that as well. The donation link is linked at the top of the chat there and also in the description below. Yeah. All right. And of course, if you wanted to do super chat, it's in the description why that's a little more money. Yeah. All right. So Marlene, I'm going to just see if she has sent her question with her donation. No. So go ahead and post your question, Marlene, and we'll get right into it. Hopefully I didn't take too long and you're still here because you donated 33 minutes ago. That is quite the time for you to hold on for your reading. So thank you for your patience. All right. So I might take a quick water break while we wait for Marlene's question to come on in. Isn't this the fun tarot deck? I always forget the name of this one. What is it called? Let me look. It's in a different language that I'm not knowing. Tarot de El Dios de los Tres. Days of the Three. Is that how you say that? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. I'm not the best at whatever language that is. Spanish, maybe? Portuguese? I don't know. I know tres. Uno, dos, tres. I know that. I know tres is 3. But this is a fun deck. It's very colorful, and a lot of the depictions, some of them kind of resonate with, the traditional Rider-Waite, but others, like 3 of Cups, not really. 6 of Cups, it's kind of more of a, what you'd call pip deck, I guess. And pip deck, that just means that, like, the major arcana each have their own cool thing going on, and then it's not really, though, a pip deck. Because, but the suits would be, like the king and queen and page and knight would maybe be special, but then you just have an ace of pentacles, like with 1 pentacle, and then 2 pentacles would have 2 on it, and not be too different from each other. That's what they call a pip deck. I don't own a lot of pip decks because they don't really excite me very much. I really love when every card has its own story. All right. Marlene. Where did she go? I wonder, did she leave a comment at any point that I'm just missing? That she had to leave, or that she left her question? Let's see. Double check here. Scroll back up. Okay, I only see her 97, it looks like, and she said hi. Maybe I'm missing something here. Well, I don't know. Marlene, where have you gone? Shoot, I don't know. At least if she had her question, I could timestamp it. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll just hang out and talk until we see. We'll give her maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I definitely would do a reading, but I know she usually has a specific question in mind. Not always, but I don't want to just assume that it's a general reading and do it and timestamp it and then her say, well, no, I actually had a question. I mean, she might have, like, internet issues or something. Yeah, I don't see it either. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we've been live an hour and 7 minutes and 54 seconds. So, and she donated at this point, 36 minutes ago. So she might have gotten sidetracked or busy. Who knows? But prophecy just flopped out. I don't know if that's a message for someone. Interesting. I don't know. But yeah, current energy, man, it's a little weird. But it's weird because I keep, when I try to tune into what's going on and how it differs from like other random timeline shifts we've had, or very specific timeline shifts we've had, or just energy shifts of any capacity, I just keep hearing point of no return. And I know that sounds so ominous, but like I don't get a completely bad vibe from it. What does point of no return mean for us as a collective watching now? Energetically, what does this mean? Ooh, choices. Point of no return. So there may be certain choices we make that we can't return to a previous choice or a previous idea because we've, made a new choice. Got to plug in my laptop. It unplugged when I took it out to show you guys my crammed craft closet. What does point of no return mean in relation to these choices? What does this have to do with anything? Well, the 7 of Cups really is a card of timeline shifts, multiple timelines available. What does this mean for us? Wow, disappointment. So a choice. We're making a choice because of what's disappointing us. Something is disappointing us so much that we're forced to make a choice in a new direction. What else do we need to know about this choice and just the point of no return? What does this mean? Fulfillment. This card keeps coming up every time we tune into these energies, you guys. And, you know, the Nine of Cups is not a bad card. It's wish fulfillment. But a lot of times we have to, you know, personal example. I dated a really not so good guy before I met my husband. And when I ended that relationship, even though he was narcissistic and it was a difficult relationship, you know, I loved him, you know, in my way. I don't think I was in love with him anymore at that point, but I still cared about him. But when I met my husband, my now husband, not at the time, you know, I just could appreciate that relationship so much more because of what I'd been through with this other guy. So yeah, the disappointment and having to make the choice to leave him actually did lead to something way better. So sometimes, you know, things just get worse and worse and worse until we're kind of forced to make our choice for ourselves. Or sometimes if we just don't make that choice, it's made for us. And maybe that's what this point of no return is certain choices that we didn't make that we should have maybe made, they're being made for us because we didn't make the choice. Let's just see if that's what's going on. And it's different for each of you. I don't just see this as relationship for everybody. Yeah, for some of us, this is just internal stuff. This is us. This is, you know, our own crap we're dealing with. And it has nothing to do with our relationships or other people. It's just our own, you know, point of no return, making a choice. Certain disappointments, you know, again, I can do a personal example here. The Harmony Portal Tarot, completely shadow banned. If not for maybe 8% of my viewers got the whatever, the memo that I even had a video, but it's not being shown. And, you know, normally, you know, you'll see like these other creators like, hey, hit that like button. It appears to me in my analytics that, you know, 86% of you are not subscribed. Well, mine's the other way around. It's 98% of my viewers are subscribers and 2% are not subscribed. That is unfreaking heard of. You would usually have something close to like 60% of your viewers are your subscribers and 40% are, you know, random people finding your channel through the algorithm or through search or whatever. Mine is 98% are already subscribed and only 2% are finding me any other way. That is not, that you can't, you just can't, it just can't be unless it is shadow banned or suppressed in some way. You just can't get to that. And this, you might think, oh, that's a good thing. 98% of the people that watch are subscribed. It's actually a really bad thing because it means your channel's not getting to anybody except the people that have signed up to get it, but even they aren't getting it at this point. So it's kind of crappy. But that disappointment is now leading me to make a choice that I'm going to probably have to, you know, kill my darlings, as they say in the writing business, as far as letting that channel go and just maybe even also the Done Creative, letting it all go and hopefully stepping into something that will be more fulfilling. I don't know. I'm at that point, though, that I got to figure something out because what's currently going on is really disappointing and frustrating and just not fun. So someone out there might be dealing with something similar in a relationship, in a, I don't know, business endeavor, creative endeavor, dealing with a neighbor, just some situation in life where you're feeling the disappointment is just getting too much of a load to bear and you're ready to just be done with it, whatever it is. Oh, Marlene is here. Yay. All right. Certain dilemma that just came up for one of my past clients. Do you see it getting resolved? Yes, let's find out. Okay, for Marlene, dilemma that just came up for one of the past clients. Is this getting resolved? I see it getting resolved, but maybe not in the most clear kind of Occam's razor kind of way. Yeah, it's kind of what we were just talking about with that kind of little collective reading that I just did kind of to bridge the gap till you got here. I think that might have also fully been your reading, Marlene. Yeah, I'm getting major confirmation that everything I said kind of waiting for you as kind of a collective reading has to do with what you're talking about here. So there might be having a walk away. So it is being resolved, but maybe not in the way that they're hoping. But again, looking back, hindsight being 2020, a year from now, 2 years from now, they will look back and be like, actually, I'm glad that thing happened. Yeah, it sucked when we went through it. I'm glad it happened though, because now look where we are. That's the vibe I'm getting with this. Wow, major chills for confirmation there. So there's a definite ending or having to walk away from something they thought they were getting or that was going to go through. It's now not the case. So it's getting resolved, yes, but probably not in the way they were hoping. But again, eventually they will see, yes, I got exactly what I wanted out of this, even though at the time I was devastated about it. But let's just get some further guidance on this for Marlene. Yeah, very cool how that happened. Yeah, trust your intuition and have them, tune in. What do you feel? What does your gut say? And that can be the way, like, oh, trust your intuition. Maybe just say, what, go with your gut. What does your gut say? If you're kind of counseling them through this, whatever it is they're going through, this dilemma, ask them, what does your gut say? And it's very interesting because we got the number 13, and of course the death card is always the number 13 as well. So dun dun dun. There's a kind of point of no return. There we are, that full circle from what we were doing with the collective reading. See, this is how crazy this is. I had no idea what your question was, but we basically answered it all during that collective reading. But I feel like we can get one more, just any guidance to help these clients move forward. Yeah, 1313. All right, help these clients move forward with this dilemma. Salamander, Ouroboros, creative work, infinite wisdom and alchemy with the number 23. And 2 + 3 = 5, which is about change, which the death card is all about change. They thought they got sewer and they got septic. It was false info from the seller. Oh, wow. Interesting. I'm wondering how, hindsight being 2020, this will work out in their favor. Could even be a lawsuit that they were, operating under false information, that they could get some sort of compensation. Let's see. Is there some sort of compensation, lawsuit, wrongs being righted, I should say? It's a very justice energy I'm seeing in my mind's eye. We have wealth with Ace of Discs, so an opportunity to make this right. Control with King of Cups, and resilience with 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, I always call it the Olympic athlete card. Like, don't give up. Don't give up the fight. Even if you have to take these people to court to make it right. Yeah. False information from the seller could be grounds for a lawsuit. So ultimately, they'll probably get what they want, but not the way that they wanted it, which would have been that it was just, they wanted, sewer to begin with, but no, it was septic. And very interesting, septic. It was septic. I just said that out loud. And when a wound or the body goes septic, like we're in emergency territory here. So this might be emergency, meaning they have to get on this lawsuit or, but eventually, hindsight being 2020, there's a very valuable lesson being learned. And I don't see that they're out too much money. At least a couple years from now, they're going to be able to bring that money back with the wealth here, the opportunity to compensate for that. And not feeling bitter about it. They're not going to look back and be bitter about it because the King of Cups is very emotionally balanced. So whatever transpires, as long as they put in the work, the blood, sweat, and tears to make this right for themselves, they're going to be very happy with the result. Even if it takes some time, if this is a lawsuit, if this is the seller, knocking something off the price, whatever it is. Yeah. And this is no fault of yours, by the way, Marlene. So if you're feeling like, oh man, I should have done more research, or I should have done this, or no, you had no way of knowing. So it's not on you. It's on the seller that this was the case. So don't feel bad if you, because I feel like your clients came to you like, oh my gosh, it's this, and of course you want to make it right for them, but you had no idea to know that the seller was not. And maybe the seller wasn't being nefarious. I don't see that there was this hidden agenda or anything. Maybe the seller literally didn't know, or maybe they did know, but they said one thing, but they actually meant another. I don't see it being like completely devious if that's the case. But their oversight might cost them, the seller, not your client, but the seller that sold to your client. And then we have here gnomes, humanity, friendship, hard work, and little visions. levitation, higher ground, belief, mastery, meditation, and then command, song, incantation, and containment with mantra, medicine. And very interesting, I said, oh, going septic, feeling a little sad over it. I just want everyone to be happy. Right. Yeah. I can totally see that. Yeah. Despair. Yeah, they probably are devastated. Like, oh man, this changes things. But again, they're going to see the silver lining very, not in the distant future, but kind of 1 to 2 years or even sooner. They're going to see, oh, okay, this actually worked out in our favor because of X, Y, or whatever. Yeah. All right. So I hope that resonated, Marlene, brought you a little clarity and guidance. And if you did get to check out the beginning part of that, we can do a quick 97 for you, Julie's video. And then we have another donation from Jackie, 166 Jackie, I do believe. That's who donated. We're doing 2 cards for Julie's video. Okay, so we have here, this is kind of like current energy. Oh, we have rest and align. So we have the number 3 and then the 4 of swords with rest. So this really is about you being able to take a rest, or, your schedule will align that you do get the rest that you need. Or by taking the rest that you need, projects or relationships, things that you want to go your way are going to start going in your favor. So I hope that resonated, Julie. Even if you don't know what this means now, between now and a week from now, you're going to know exactly what this message is talking about. All right. Totally helps. Thank you. You're so welcome, Marlene. Thanks again for your lovely donation. All right. So Jackie has donated for a full read. So let's get Jackie's question going once she's posting the question. Go ahead and post it if you, let me just double check that it is Jackie. It just says J-A-C. Pretty sure. Yes, it is. It is Jackie. 166 Jackie, by the way. Okay, she'll post it. Cool. Take another drink. Okay. I think it would be cool if, and I know most people probably don't want to pay to do this, but I think it would be cool if we did a live stream where you had your question in your mind, you paid your donation, and I read your question I did your reading, and then after the reading was over, you told me what the question was. I think that would be fun because we just pretty much did that with Marlene's question, and I didn't even know. Okay. Can Jackie trust her manager at work? Woo! Okay. Ooh, we have the Tower. So your relationship might be built on a faulty foundation, meaning this person might have told you things that weren't true or just wasn't giving you the full truth in some way. And we have intuition. So this is interesting because this is your energy here. So if you are feeling someone's being a little shady or not forthcoming, or they're pretending to be someone they're not, in this case, your manager, I would trust your gut. I would trust your vibes about this because there's something off with this person and the way they relate to you. I don't know though. Well, tune in. I don't know though if this is like a major breach of trust or just kind of this person just being a little untrustworthy, meaning like you tell them something and they'll go spew it out to everybody that wants to listen. Yeah, okay. So we definitely have an abuse of power here with the Emperor. Again, I don't see this as like this person's going to come to your house and steal from you out of your mailbox or anything like that. This to me more feels like work gossip or, maybe even telling white lies about people, that kind of thing. I don't say that this person is stealing things, but energetically speaking, they just may not be on the up and up with how they present themselves or what they tell other people. Could be riddled with little white lies. And again, not such big lies that it actually matters, but it's like, why lie? Like, why are you lying? Why are you lying, bro? Like, that's kind of the vibe we get with this. Because this person just wants to get a rise out of people. The curiosity here, the Page of Swords, or in this case, Princess of Swords, is a very immature energy. It can be immature as in naive, but in this case, pairing it with the Emperor is this person has power. They know their power, but they choose to act petty. So this is not naivety. This is someone choosing to be immature. Yeah, I used to love and look up to him, but this past year he did some things to hurt me. Yeah. And it's like this person is acting immature on purpose. But again, I don't see that this is a major breach of trust, that this person would, kick you while you're down, but this person just may not be who you thought they were, and their actions are speaking louder than maybe their past words have spoken. But let's just tune further into the energy of, where Jackie and this manager stand now and in the near future in this connection, this work relationship. Yeah, deception. This person has not been forthcoming or truthful with everything. And in the Four of Cups, this is normally a card of just apathetic, just blah. So this manager just might be bored at work and kind of just stirring up drama just to make work more fun. And it's actually hurting people, not just you. I don't see that you're the only one being hurt by this person's words or lies or white lies or kind of embellishing the truth in some way as well. But this person definitely, again, I don't see that they are like rotten to the core or anything, but he just may not be completely like authentic and honest. And it really does stem from a place of feeling inadequate. Abuse of power, meaning the ego kind of takes control. And this person could have been going through these past, few weeks to years, some major shakeups in their personal life. Could be the loss of family members, a breakup in a relationship, loss of home. Tower card could literally be the loss of a home, or just not feeling at home at work anymore. There was like a pecking order change, or this person got in trouble for something they did, even if you don't know about it. Maybe a higher up of the manager got, yelled at that person. Something shifted in this person's life to kind of make them a little bit bitter. And they're kind of taking that out, not just on you, Jackie, but other people as well. Anything else moving forward for Jackie with this manager in the relationship? Words of advice. Okay, so we have Ace of Pentacles. Oh, Three of Pentacles as well. So work. Work and a new opportunity to work together. So by maybe working with other people, not just you and the manager one-on-one, but you and a couple other people at work. Hello, Sandy. Working together, or maybe talking about these things. Although I wouldn't just call this person a liar outright, because they might use that immaturity to attack with some words. So I wouldn't probably go down that route, but maybe even you talking with some other coworkers just to see if the vibe is off or this person has changed or shifted. You'll probably get a good clarification that, yeah, I feel the same way you do. There is an opportunity to move forward in a better way, although is it worth your time and effort? Probably not. As far as to go along to get along and to have an okay working relationship, I think you can do that. But I don't see that you're going to be hanging out with this manager after hours, going to the bar and hanging out together one-on-one. Or if you do that, it's probably with a group of coworkers. And that closeness that you once felt, I don't see it's going to be there anymore. Because with the Four of Cups, it's just kind of apathetic. It's kind of like, well, blah, whatever. You've kind of moved on from it. I just get hurt because I used to look up to him like a father. Yeah, I can totally see that. That Emperor energy is the father figure as well. I just now realizing that. The Emperor is the father, the Empress is the mother. So, he's kind of fallen from grace in your eyes, which can be sad, to have a literal father or a, father figure not be that shining example of leadership that we once saw them to be. It can be kind of a fall from grace kind of moment. Let's just see anything Jackie needs to know moving forward. Yeah, dedication. So this is just going to work, for the sake of going to work, getting your paycheck, doing your job while you're there, and not having to focus so much on the relationship with this person, although you will still talk to them and have a working relationship and probably cordial relationship. But it's just not going to feel like as personal as maybe it once did. Yeah. And especially if you are leaving this job, he's probably not going to be someone you keep tabs on or want to go get a drink with or hang out with after, work or whatever. Just because you've just kind of moved on energetically from that person, All right, Sandy has donated as well, but I just do want to get one more for Jackie. Just anything else she needs to know. Oop, this one wants to come out. Wildness, enigma, service, and choices. So enigma, that can feel like something unreachable, untangible to you. Like that version of him is completely out of reach or no longer exists. The wildness can just be like, completely like out of left field. This person shifted or changed. And then service, choices, just making a choice to be of service to your job and your work without having to stress so much about that working relationship. All right. So we have an ad coming up. I think it's already going. But Jackie, I hope that resonated and brought you a little bit of clarence. Yeah, clarity and clearance. I can't talk tonight. But I can totally see that this is such a disappointment to you because you did really look up to him. I could totally see that. But, maybe holding fast to the good memories that you have of this person and just accepting that it is what it is probably your best move here. I just put one in upside down. I'm going to fix that. But I'm sorry that's just not, it's not fun to deal with someone who once felt like, stars rose and set with them, and now this person is a disappointment. It can be frustrating. All right, Sandy has donated. So what is your question, my dear? We're going to get right into it for you. I shuffled some of these in upside down, so I'm going to fix some of these that I see here. And then we're going to get into Sandy's question. You came in the nick of time, Sandy. It's like you knew the donations were wrapping up and it was your turn. General for Sandy. Awesome. Okay, I'm not going to fuss with this too much longer. I'm just going to get a couple more of these turned around. All right. That's going to be good enough. All right. General for Sandy. What does Sandy need to know? What does Sandy need to know right now? Ooh. We got perseverance. Okay. Leadership. Oops. And power with the king. Wow. So there's a level up coming. You're leveling up in some way. But the Seven of Pentacles, perseverance here, yeah, you're still moving forward, but Seven of Pentacles can be feeling like you have to, you sent me an email a few days ago. Oh, I have to check that. I haven't checked my, the Done Creative email, my Amanda@donephotodesign.com email probably since Saturday, Sunday, Friday, one of those days. The days just run together when you're on summer break. I'll tell you what. I will look into that and answer you back very soon. Thanks for letting me know, Sandy, because it might have been a couple more days before I checked it. But yeah, Seven of Pentacles can be a bit of patience. Maybe even tuning back or bringing back your energy because there is something you want to accomplish or work or manifest. Sometimes pulling your energy back, resting, relaxing, regenerating yourself is such a Seven of Pentacles energy as well. If you're in the midst of wanting to do something similar to that before you really step into this role of power and leadership. I mean, this is big stuff here. Authority? Oh my goodness. We're getting all of Amber's cards earlier. We've got the King of Swords, King of Wands, and King of Pentacles. The only thing missing is the Emperor. Wow. Yeah. So what is all this masculine, divine masculine energy? This is your energy though, Sandy. Okay, so we had exploration, but it was in reverse. Remember, some of these were in reverse, and I was trying to fix some of them, but I left some of them because we just need to keep on keeping on. I'm reading this in reverse, meaning instead of exploring right now, you're kind of pulling that energy back so you can step into this more masculine energy of forward momentum and action. And we also have meditation. So again, just kind of pulling your energy back to yourself for a while. And Ace of Discs, aka Pentacles, as a result of you taking care of honoring, nurturing yourself, I always call the Seven of Pentacles a nurturing energy as well. As a result of you nurturing yourself, you're going to be able to have the energy, the resources, time, and effort, and motivation, excitement, passion to step back into that, role of, go, 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 be, do, all the things. Very entrepreneurial role as well. New opportunity coming in. So it's almost like you are intuitively preparing for a new opportunity, even if you don't know what this opportunity is yet. Let's see if we can get a sneak peek for Sandy what this opportunity just might be. What is this big new opportunity that Sandy's really stepping into her masculine energy to accomplish? Wow. There's the phallic energy itself. Major masculine energy here. There's a lot of energy coming in for you. So if you felt kind of run down, dejected, lethargic, there's going to be a surge of energy coming in to help support all this masculine energy to create something. Of course, we need the feminine energy to birth the creation and the masculine energy to drive it and bring it forward. So I don't know if you've been something with work, something you're revamping at work, because we've got 2 aces here, which are new beginnings. So, but to me, it's like redo, not like, I mean, these could be completely brand new ideas and opportunities as well. But to me, this feels like you're pulling back your energy to like come on even stronger, not in a bad way, in a good way. I don't know if you've got some big project planned at work or something you're doing with work that you're going to need the rest so you can really roll up those sleeves and, oh, you stepped back from YouTube for a while. Okay. Yeah, that might be that you're kind of rebranding, revamping. I don't know if you're doing something with your like organization or something like organization, because nurturing, I always get that 7 of Pentacles vibe of kind of puttering around, kind of cleaning up, cleaning house, decluttering, that kind of thing. So if you're decluttering to kind of streamline when you do step back into the role of YouTube, you know where things are. You know, if you're anything like me, though, you're kind of highly functioning in the chaos. Like I know where things are ish. I know a general vicinity of where my clutter is. You want me to call out clutter? You should see the beginning of this live stream. I showed everybody my clutter. Go check it out. So you're just ready to revamp. Like you're ready to maybe even rebrand. I don't know if you're going that far, but you're doing something new, fresh, hot out of the oven. Yeah, High Priestess. Trusting your intuition. Oh, you're way late. No, not too late. We'll still honor your 97, Jamie. This is for our regulars and new people alike. So I'm just kind of sprinkling these 97s in here and there. So yeah, we'll honor it for you. But yeah, this High Priestess, this is you trusting your intuition, your inner voice when it is time to step back and also when it's time to step forward again. Trusting the inner voice that it's guiding you where you're being led. And where you're being led is where you're meant to be. So trusting that voice. Okay, let me get one of these. Anything else Sandy needs to know about what we've uncovered or just anything else in general? All right. Ooh, we have here wildness, enigma, service, choices. So you're going to have to make some choices. This came out in the previous reading to you. The number 19, that adds up to a 10, which is a new beginning. But it's got the energy of the 9 of closing out an old cycle and a 1 of the new beginning. So got to wrap certain things up before you can step into the new energy. And sometimes it can feel like, you know, with that High Priestess energy, that enigma, like it's untouchable, it's unfathomable, it's undescribable, unrecognizable. But when you get the clarity by tuning in, even if you don't know exactly what you want, sometimes tuning in, you can get some information or little drips of information. It's not like a full faucet sometimes. But that will lead you to maybe offer some new services and also make some certain choices in your career and in your personal life that is going to help you feel very in charge and in command of what you got going on YouTube and beyond. So, cool message. I feel like I need one more, though. We're going to go to this deck we have not used yet tonight. Anything else Sandy needs to know about this or any other messages coming forward? Message to pass on. Okay. Sandy, think of somebody in your life, a friend, a family member, someone you know online, anybody. Because we're going to, whoever that person is, just have them in your mind right now. Whoever that person is, this is going to be a message you're going to pass on to them. So the number 42, I don't know if that's relevant to the person you have selected to pass this message on. So pick someone you'd feel comfortable giving a, intuitive message to, or, allowing them to come to this video. We'll timestamp 139:09. Sandy's message to a friend, whoever this person is. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but This is going to be a message for a friend, family member, whoever this is Sandy knows that wants to give them this message. So let them know, Sandy, very soon they are overcoming something that has made them very angry. Very soon they are overcoming this. This to me feels like cutting cords, removing the energy connection from this person in a thing that didn't work out, or this person in a relationship that didn't, that's not great. Very soon they're going to be able to overcome the anger. We have the numbers 5 and 9 as well. So those might be relevant messages. I want to see with the tarot, anything else Sandy needs to give this person a message for. What else does this person need to know? Burden. Wow, yes. Very soon that burden will be able to be laid down. They're cutting cords. They're, clearing the anger. They're feeling the anger. That's important. You got to feel it to heal it, to release it, to let it go, to move on. So allowing yourself, whoever this mystery person is for Sandy, to pass this message on to, feel the anger, feel whatever you need to feel, and then put down that burden. Closing out a cycle, being able to, rest your weary head, very restful energy. Very soon you're getting the rest you need. So it's kind of an adjacent message to you. I think there might also be a message wrapped up in that for you, Sandy, but whoever you intuitively feel like passing that message on to, please feel free to. And I will timestamp Sandy's mystery person. And the timestamp is, if you want to write it down, 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 9 seconds into the live stream. So when this posts, they can scroll to that timestamp and get their message directly. They don't have to wade through all of my talking. Big hug, Sandy. I hope your break from YouTube is fruitful and you get the rest, recuperation that you deserve. And, oh, Kathy from Australia. How cool. Well, I will write Kathy from Australia as mystery person. Cool. Cool. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Anyone watch that? I haven't watched it in years, but I remember, what's his name? Jake Peralta, the guy on there. Andy Samberg is, I think, his real name, the actor's real name. His character sometimes goes cool, like really fast. I can't do it right. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Thanks. Awesome. But see, Sandy, just know that you intuitively selecting her and then the message that came through for her, it lets you know you can trust your intuition for yourself as well. Okay? You got that high priestess in there. So yeah, sometimes it's hard to grab the enigma of that, inner self, that spirit part of us. But it's always there. So trust yourself. All right. Big hug, Sandy. Always, always a pleasure to read for you, my dear. Pretty princess. It's been a hot minute since I've called you that. So I had to. I just had to. Love you, Sandy. Have a wonderful evening, my dear. And I love you, and I hope you have a fabulous break from your YouTube and get a lot done, as far as resting goes and plans. If you have any plans, you're so welcome. All right, so let's get Jamie's cards. We did 2 cards, not just 1, but 2. Jamie, let me know you're here, so I'm not talking to everybody but you. Remind me that you're here. And anyone else that has joined us, because I'm feeling very generous right now. Anyone else that has joined us that has not gotten their free 2-card reading. Oh, I'm also giving away a reading I did not do yet. I was going to do it and then I didn't do it. I'm still going to do it. I'm giving away a free 1-card pull as well. But we're going to do a free 2-card reading, which is going to be maybe a little shorter than my technical 1-card pull. By answering a trivia question. So if you have not gotten a free 2-card pull, put a number 97 in the chat and we will honor that for you. And also stick around whether you've paid for a reading, already got a free reading, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be giving away a free 1-card pull. And of course, anyone else that wants to donate, we will also obviously honor your donation questions as well. Hi, she's here too. Yes, 2. All right, Jamie, my dear, let's get your 2 cards. You're like, 2? It reminds me when I used to play The Sims 2. I used to play that game like it was my lifeline. And when you would have twins in that game, it was like 2 babies, all caps, TWO, 2 babies are joining your family. And every time I get that message, I would just be so excited. But there were other times like I'm doing a legacy challenge and I already had like my heir and my spare, and then somehow accidentally got pregnant with baby 3, but it became baby 3 and 4. I wasn't so excited at that point, but just seeing the TWO always kind of was fun for me. I don't know why. All right, we've got lots of mixed up cards here, but let's get Jamie's. We've already got propagating energy. So you're harnessing some energy for something. All right, and success. So victory will be yours with the 6 of Wands. So you're propagating energy for a success, for something really exciting. So we have the number 14, which adds up to 5. 5 going to 6. So there's some progression or progress being made on something you've been wanting to accomplish or do or create or manifest, whatever it is. So keep going on that because you're propagating energy. The more you put in, the more effort, time, love, blood, sweat, tears, whatever it is you're putting into something, the more energy you're pulling into from out of the ether and from your own spirit, true essence source to put toward this endeavor. Okay. And it's just going to keep gaining momentum. All right. So much love, hope it resonated for you, Jamie. All right, let's get Brooke a card. Well, 2 cards as well. And then I'm going to give away a reading. Unless a donation comes in between now and then we'll honor the donation, then do the free reading giveaway. I still don't know what I'm doing for the free reading giveaway. It's probably going to be some sort of trivia question, me asking you guys, and you have to guess as close as you can or use your intuition and get it. But let's get Brooke's cards. Brooke. Current energy for Brooke, 1 card. And 1 more card. Okay. So we have control with the King of Cups, but it's in reverse. And self-healing with the number 6, Brooke. So what I'm getting from this is the fact that maybe you are doing some healing with your divine masculine energy, that maybe some father issues as well. You know, as they say, daddy issues. I myself have daddy issues. So working to heal those all the time. So you might be working through some daddy issues, or if it's not your own actual dad, your own connection with your own divine masculine or a different masculine in your life. Could be a partner, a brother, a something. Masculine energy, but doesn't necessarily have to be a male, because we all have masculine energy within us. But there's some self-healing to your own divine masculine. That's the main message coming through here. But a lot of times we get triggered or traumatized in our own masculine energy by actual other masculines in our life. Daddy issues, all that fun stuff. I feel like I need to pull a 3rd card, which we did for a couple people. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. What else does Brooke need to know about this self-healing of maybe even feeling out of control in your own life? And I drop the cards as I'm saying that. Like, things feel chaotic. Things feel out of control. Masculine energy again, right? Yeah. So, okay. So we have Baraka, which almost reminds me of like Barack Obama. Like, control, meaning like president, like presidential energy. But power, strength, force, expansion, which, you know, kings normally do represent that upright, but it's in reverse. So there's a healing going on with this. The number 21 also might be relevant. And we also had the number 18 come out with raising winds, magical release, calling, intention, and stronghold. So you might be releasing some trauma from the past, calling upon your own true essence, your true spirit, all that fun stuff, to help you do this healing work. Calling on your true spirit, not your ego, not your soul. Your true essence is connected directly to the original source creator. That's what you're doing, Brooke. So, wow, very powerful stuff you've got going on. You're working through some stuff, and it might not even feel like you're doing a major healing cleanse or, you know, clearing trauma right now, but you are. And sometimes us being in our feminine or even childlike energy is one of the best ways we can heal the masculine energy. Because a lot of times when the masculine energy needs healed and we're trying to be in that masculine energy, it just doesn't go right. So sometimes being in those other energies are what we need. Yeah, this resonates, especially the chaos. Yeah, we're all feeling it. You have to go check what we were talking about kind of at the beginning. I did a collective reading because someone wanted to know about what's going on with that submarine around the place of the Titanic. And we tuned in. There's a lot of timeline shifts. Watch the beginning if you missed it. I think there's some valuable information in those readings and kind of discussion that we had earlier if you want to check it out. All right. So, did I get everybody's free question? I think I did. Okay. And no more donations have come in. So, we are now moving on to what am I going to ask? I kind of think of something to ask that I don't want to just do, oh, what's a number between 1 and 10 or 1 and whatever. I mean, that's fun and all, but I want to get more creative than that. And I will prove it to you by writing whatever it is down so you guys will know I'm not just making things up and trying to pick my friends or whatever, you know. I don't know what to ask. I feel like the Jeopardy music is playing. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta think of something I could ask that. Why is it so hard? I don't know. Okay, I've thought of one. If I could go anywhere, like top of my bucket list, where would it be? It's kind of, maybe that's not the best because, well, I mean, it is. There's a few countries, I guess, or places that you could say that I would give it to you. I will just say, because there's a couple places you could see this certain thing. I'm just going to put the one that's most calling me. That's what I'm going to do. All right. So I put one, and if you get something kind of adjacent to it, I'll give it to you. Ireland is a good guess. And you guys can pick 2 places. 2 places. Because there's only 11 people here, so who knows if anyone's going to get this. So, all right. We see a lot of tropical places. Or hot places. Aw, she guesses Paris. Belize, Egypt. No one's gotten it yet. Scotland. Very, very cool. Yeah, very, very similar to Ireland. I gotta get my geography right in my head here. Okay. So, I just want to tune in on here. Oh gosh, come on. I don't want to select cookies just to look something up. Yeah, okay. I was correct in my thought here. But there are basically 3, 4, pretty much 4 countries I would give you, let you get it. No one's gotten it yet. I did mention this country earlier today in Marlene's, or was it whose was it? Somebody's. Someone said this country. This isn't the country, it's adjacent to it. I did mention it. So the first person to either say the country I mentioned earlier in the live stream or one adjacent to it, on either side of that, I will give it to you. Just keep guessing. Throw it all out. Whoever gets it first wins. Go, 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 go. No one's gotten it yet. But Poland is probably closer than most. So keep running with it. Michelle got it. Michelle got it. I wrote Norway, just all you know. And yeah, this is like eraser dust, you know, like this. I swear my desk is not that dirty. I was playing Sudoku here and Sudoku. I can never say it right. I was playing that and then So I wrote Norway. That's why the sticky note has, pencil eraser dust. So yeah, Norway. I would have also accepted Finland or Sweden. So yeah, Sweden won. And I had said something about Swedish whatever cleaning, or no, not cleaning. And again, it's more like, God, Hygge is what it's called. Hygga. And I think that's how you spell it. That's why I mentioned Sweden earlier. Crochet. Someone who mentioned crochet earlier. It was not Marlene. It was started with an M though. It was Maminka, I think. Yeah, Denmark would have been. I probably would have given you Denmark if you got it. Yeah, but Michelle Lynn got it first, so we're gonna honor that for her and give her a free 1-card pull tonight. Although 1-card pull, you know, for me, maybe if we're doing the 1-card pull before the live free 1-card pull, it can be 1 card. But when someone donates for a 1-card 11/11 read, I should just call it an 11/11 read. Because that's never 1 card. You guys know me. I can't just stop myself and just stop at 1 card. All right, Michelle Lynn, let me know what question you would like to ask in your 1-card read, and we're going to get right into it for you. You've won yourself a free reading. I'm going to fix some of these reversed cards while I wait for your question to come through. All right. One time, so back when I was in 5th grade, they had this little trivia section in the paper. And when the morning paper would come out, us kids, it would come out, you know, early. And us kids, when we got to school, our teacher would let us look at the paper and she would let us, he and she, we had like both 2 teachers. Because one of them was the PE teacher. So half the day would be the PE teacher, and then our principal would be our teacher the rest of the day. So he and she would start the morning together and talk to us, but they would let us, I think it was every Wednesday or whatever day of the week, see if we knew what the answer to the trivia question is, and they'd let us go down to the phone at the office and phone it in to get the answer right. And one time, I don't remember the question. I think it was just they showed the shape of a country, and they said, "What country is this?" I do remember the answer that I had, though. It was Haiti. And I won. I don't even remember what I won, but I was so excited that I won. How funny is it? We remember what the answer was and that we won, but we never remember what it was that we won. Although, that being said, I just lied because I won another contest at one point that I won a bag of oranges. Literally a bag of oranges. I don't remember what that contest. No, I do remember. It was a drawing contest. I won a full big bag of oranges, and I was so happy because I loved oranges. I still like oranges, but when I won that bag of oranges, I could not stop smiling. I think I was in 4th grade when I won the bag of oranges. Oh, funny. Okay. Let's see. I was like, where's everybody typing these countries at? Sorry if I didn't respond to anybody. I couldn't see anyone the entire time I've been here. Oh, no. Oh, no. So Michelle Lynn wants to know what she's going to accomplish this summer. Oh, before we get into it, though, I want to tell you why. And why it's not just Norway. It could be like any place. I want to go, and you would think I'm crazy because I experience anywhere from usually around 7 months of winter where I live. So why? Why would I want to go even further north than I live now? Let me answer your question. Occasionally, and very not so vividly, but very muted, I get to see the northern lights where I live. Occasionally, meaning maybe once every few years or so, and it's not the full glory of what you could see way up north. So I want to go either to Norway, maybe Iceland, maybe Greenland. I think someone did say Iceland as well, so maybe I'll honor yours as well. It's more Greenland, though, that I'd want to go to. Someone said Iceland. Like, I think. Am I making that up? Jessica Lynn, are you still here? Because you said Iceland before anyone said Poland or Sweden. So I'll give you one as well, if you're still here. And if she's not still here, Jessica Lynn, I will give it to her next live stream. Because technically you can do this in Iceland, so I should have given it to her. And Greenland. But basically what I want to do is stay in one of those glass like igloo things where you're sleeping on the ice, but it's warm, I guess, inside, and you get to just watch the northern lights at night. I mean, come on. Other people want beaches. I want the northern lights and a, like, I don't know, glass yurt or igloo. That's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, let's get into Michelle Lynn's question. And if Jamie's here. Yes, she is. If Jessica Lynn if you are still here, let me know. I've seen them a few times and they are glorious. But if you really want to see them, check out Yona Yinton YouTube channel. Absolutely spectacular. Her whole channel is just a whole vibe, but check it out. Subscribe. She's got millions of followers and she's absolutely amazing at everything she does. So you would not be disappointed to just follow her for the rest of your life. We got an ad coming in 16 seconds, so we will get into Michelle's question right after that because I don't want to cut it off. So we'll take a quick water break, and then I promise, Michelle, we're getting to your question. Yes, you love her too, Yona. Her singing, her painting, her cinematography, her videography, her photography, her homestead, like all of it. Her dog, all of it. I love it all. Yes. Yeah, all of it is amazing. She's just so inspirational. Probably my favorite YouTuber just to watch, to be inspired, like hands down. And I have chills just talking about her. She's such an ethereal light in this world. Like, come on. She at times touches on like the periphery of spiritual things. But she's just so down to earth that just everything she does is like a walking meditation to me personally. I don't know. She even does ice bathing. Like, she will carve out the ice of the lake that she lives on and go ice bathing in the middle of winter. Like, who could do that? Not me, probably, but oh man. All right, we're probably back. Hello, KK, welcome. Okay, let's get into Michelle's question, which I'm going to refresh myself, something about the summertime. She wanted to know, what will she accomplish this summer? All right, tuning in for Michelle Lynn. Ooh, we have culmination, 9 of Pentacles. So your hard work is paying off. This card has come out quite a few times in the kind of general energies tonight. And then 8 of Swords, isolation. So to me, this feels like a lot of hard work you've been doing with your mental health, feeling better, just having better thoughts, or clearing any entities that are interfering with your thoughts is going to be very beneficial for you this summer. You're going to accomplish overcoming some limiting beliefs, overcoming just like negative self-talk, maybe even some bad habits, and just really solidifying you feeling good about who you are. That is such an accomplishment. Like, I think we all could hope to accomplish even a bit of that. So there's some major overhaul you're doing to your mental health, to your self-care, your self-talk. Also possibly maybe a new job, because 9 of Pentacles is your hard work paying off, and it's a very material world thing. And of course, one of the ways we earn our living is by our job, right? Yeah, work. Work. Wow. Yeah, and this is 3 of Pentacles, so you might even be learning something from someone. So working under someone, this is very mentor-mentee kind of relationship. So you might be finding some sort of mentor or becoming a mentor to someone. But to me, this feels more as you being the student, you being the one overcoming, learning, growing, multiplying, you know, the good things in your life. That's what you're really working on this summer. Maybe even, you know, because this is working together, finding like-minded people with this, that, or whatever, and making a group, forming a group or a club or, you know, kind of a girls thing, even if it's people you know online. I had mentioned this for someone earlier, and I'm getting that vibe for you as well, is like starting your own book club or like accountability club. That's something you could do with you in a group of even just one other person or a couple other people, where you will get together, you know, however often you want. Could be once a week, could be once a month, could be once every quarter, whatever, and just like tell each other your goals and your wishes, your desires, and then hold each other accountable. And you could text each other throughout the week or the day or whatever, and you know, accountability partners. And if you don't know what that would look like, you could probably Google like accountability partner and just see what you could come up with. And of course, you would probably have to vet out people either that you know, like if you just know them online, that you could trust them, or if it's people you know in your actual life, that you can trust them with your desires, with your, you know, being vulnerable with your goals. So make sure you're vetting these people out. You're not just accepting just any old person. So we have determination. So you're determined to make some big changes. Look at this. Wow. That is big. So you're accomplishing quite a bit this summer. So as long as you can be accountable to yourself, if not possibly other people. If you're anything like me though, like I have all these grand ideas and I'll start so many things. But when I'm like, especially entrepreneur vibes, when it's just me being accountable to me, a lot of it doesn't follow through or doesn't get done because I have no person to like, you know, keep me under their thumb or tell me, hey, here's your deadline, or, you know, especially with my writing. At least with like the pick a cards and being live, like obviously I have to show up because you guys, you know, expect me at, you know, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time and Friday at whatever time. It's going to change this week because we got camp schedules going crazy. So it'll probably be later in the day rather than early. Not like late night, but kind of later in the day. Probably 1 p.m. Mountain Time, maybe noon Mountain Time, somewhere in there on Friday. But yeah, hold yourself accountable and you're going to start to see some really good results, Michelle. Hope it resonated. Yeah, you could use a support. Yeah, it's about finding, you know, it's quality over quantity. So there doesn't have to be like 20 people in the group. It could just be you and one other person or you and two other people. Again, though, making sure you can trust the people and they can trust each other is like key to any good group. And usually if you get over 4 people, sometimes you can get, you know, conflicts of interest and, you know, people clicking up, you know. If you just kind of keep it small, you know, 2 to 3 to 4 people tops, you usually have better results long term. All right. So I didn't see Jessica Lynn popping in, but she comes once in a while. So I am going to honor her free reading. And if I forget and one of you remember next live stream, let me know to give her that free reading for guessing Iceland. I'm going to write it down. Not that I will possibly look at this, but Iceland. Jessica Lynn. So technically the Lynn squad has won the free readings tonight. Jessica Lynn and Michelle Lynn. All right. You're so welcome. Well, I think that's going to be the end of the road for us tonight, but I will be back, like I said, Friday. Wrigley's back here. I go pick him up at 11:30, and then I'm usually back to my house by like 11:45, 12, to noon. But I probably have to feed him lunch and eat lunch myself. So I would say probably 1 o'clock on Friday is going to be our start time for Friday's live stream. I'm going to just call it now. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, that's when you will see me on Friday. So hopefully I will see you then, 1 p.m. Mountain Time on Friday for our next live stream. I might do, well, if Jessica Lynn is here, I'll definitely do her free reading, and I might do another giveaway and all of your paid donation questions as well. Amber, I will be in contact with you for tomorrow, and we will get all that figured out. And yeah, I will see the rest of you later and have a wonderful evening. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot. All right, you guys. Bye.